mean, like with how difficult it looks, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked. All right. So I got this set up now. We're recording already. Just get comfortable. Do you? In a second now, I'm going to have a couple vapes, and then in a second, I'll ask you if you're ready. And if you're ready, then we'll get started.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Yes, sir. I'm pumped for this, actually. I love doing these, man. I actually fucking love doing these.
See, as I said, like I've never done. I have done a podcast before, like a trial podcast that one of my buddies wanted to do like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just never bothered. Well, we never put it out. He ended up being dickhole anyway, so.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
The only one I've done, this will be number 5 now.
That's sick.
Yeah. 5.
So you're getting really comfortable with it.
5 besides that first one with Capo, so technically it's 6. And 7 actually technically because we did one out with Fuse that we never ended up using.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So are you good?
I am good.
All right. So, welcome to The Blend. My name is Frank. Today we've got a guest here with us via phone call. His name is Dante Miracle. Say hello to everybody, Dante.
How's it going, everybody?
It's good to have you on here, man. It's been a while. We've been trying to get this one going now, and I'm really excited to sit down and have a chat with you, man. I know me and you chat a lot, so I feel like this one's going to have a lot of good conversation for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
A lot of source material.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. You have put out a few singles over the course of the year so far.
Mm-hmm.
And did we put out those visuals this year too? Yeah, that was early in 2022, right?
Yes, that was January.
Yeah.
January we had that put out, yeah.
Yeah. For what was the name of that song again? So everybody can look it up if they want to.
Yeah, The Introduction.
Yeah, best kind. Yeah. So we got that up on the Progressive Entertainment YouTube channel, and it's also on Dante Miracle's Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
So you also released a song with fellow Progressive Entertainment member T. Rich this year called Bread and Butter, and that song to me is probably one of the best songs to come out this year, if not ever, from this province, man. Like, kudos to you on that. That song is really great.
Oh, I really appreciate that, man. It was funny because I got the beat from Steady Main. Shout out Steady for making the beat. And I didn't really know what to do with it. So like one night I sat down and I was just going through like a bunch of instrumentals and beats that I had. And I just started writing just little by little, just like trying to get a tune more or less. So I was just writing down like random words, phrases, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just came to like, I started off with the verse, actually. I started writing the verse before I wrote the hook. And
okay.
Yeah, then it all just which it sounds crazy because like, the verses are all based around the hook, but
no, that doesn't sound crazy to me at all because honestly, man, I do that with a lot of my music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude. Maybe not so much anymore, but definitely first when I started out, and I know I've done it a lot. Even I still do it, but just not as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally get that. No, it's weird because like for me, like the melody is always a big thing for me. Like especially like growing up singing. So like I sang more than rapped, and
yeah, I was gonna say you have a bigger background in music, anyways, than just the hip hop stuff.
Yeah, so like it helped make the transfer over to hip hop a lot easier. Previously being a gospel singer,
yeah.
But yeah, like for me, it was always melodies and it was hooks and just like catchy stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff that I don't know. Like you hear more people singing hooks these days, anyway. Well, even back in the day, shout out Nate Dogg.
Yeah. Well, man,
recipe.
The hook has always been like the main real thing when it comes to a song. I find at least a catchy hook will make a song blow up a lot more than, let's say, something that has more meaningful lyrics, which can be unfortunate sometimes, but that's usually just the way it goes, man, because people, their attention spans are shorter and they want to hear something that's repetitive and catchy as a really good grabbing hook. You know what I mean?
Exactly, especially in a day and age where social media is so focused on short video clips
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Like, they try and they push more of the shorter clips so you can go through more things faster, and so it's honestly it's not that I find it difficult to write a hook, but I find that there's lots of difficulty in grabbing the listener's attention because it's all based on the demographic you're trying to go for. Because
Yeah.
even within hip hop, I mean, you have multiple demographics within it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%, man. And everything is really all about perspective too, right? You got to think about that, right? We could be writing something as artists and think it's fucking amazing and put it out and people fucking hate it. And then we put out something that was just a throwaway to us and people are like, "Oh my God, this is probably the best thing you've ever done."
Yep, happened to me a few times.
Oh, dude.
Not that I've put out a lot of things, but the stuff that I have in the vault as of right now, yeah, there's some stuff I've shown. Well, even you and the rest of the guys and some of my friends and stuff. Like, there's stuff I've shown them. Are like, bro, that song is that hook is amazing. Like, where's the rest of the song? And I'm like, that's literally a song I put away like 4 years ago.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
before I like actually started, like before I became involved with hip hop and creating my own rap music.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, I get that because even right now, I'm finishing up a project that I've been working on, and I got a song with Dougie. Shout out Dougie A. But
Dougie A.
yeah, yeah. I actually had a few beers with him the weekend, and some shit show stuff happened, but I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, no, yeah. Anyways, but we're working on a song that I wrote the hook and the verses for it probably 2 or 3 years ago now at this point. But I just cut a verse out and was like, you know what, Dougie, you hop on this and we'll fill this out and finish this and make it a song for the EP.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, because like I feel like after sitting on it for so long, it kind of just gets stale. Like I've got a bunch of those songs, and I'm gonna start sending them out to people. I think, and like take one of my verses off of them, and just send them out to people, and get someone else to fill it in.
Honestly, that's a really great idea. Like, especially for stuff that like you're not sure that. I mean, like for any artist that they're not sure
Well, like worst
whether
case,
to release something or if they're looking to add that element. Of course, grab a feature, someone that you think that would really fit the vibe. Someone that's gonna really lay down a good verse.
well, like for me,
Really add to it, right?
for me, like what it is I feel like I'm not gonna ever use these songs. You know what I mean? Unless I do this, like I cut part of my original song out of it, and then get someone else on it. I feel like it's the only way I'll ever end up having the motivation to fucking release it.
Honestly, that makes total sense, right? Once you add somebody else to the mix, your accountability level goes up because now they're
Yeah.
expecting you to release it. So
Well,
it's like it kind of helps push you a bit,
Yeah, and like I've got an older verse from G-Pie for a song that I've still never dropped. That's actually a fire fucking song. I've just never ever properly recorded it. It's over an L Mox beat. Like it's a hard fucking song, man.
Damn. Well, I can't wait to hear it for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like maybe you heard it before because like it's been on the go even since I was out down in Campbellton, like those times when you were coming down when I was living in the trailer and shit there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. We went through a lot of songs that you had put away.
Yeah, dude. I've been trying to work more on getting more of it out, but for some reason I just keep adding to the fucking stockpile because
That's how it is,
I
man.
haven't been able to
That's
find.
how it is.
Yeah, well, I haven't been able to properly prioritize music time where I've been going crazy with the new shops opening up and everything. We're trying to get Jason and shit, right? So like, it's been.
hmm
I've been able to write a lot, so I've been adding to the stockpile. Like I got that whole remix tape, and I've got probably like 40 fucking songs, dude. Besides that,
That's wild.
yeah, and I'm just fucking sitting on them. So like, what I'm gonna do over the next month or two is just whenever I'm feeling music, I'm just gonna sit down and record them and I'll slowly drop a few of them. I got this EP that I'm gonna drop in the next couple weeks, though. I was supposed to drop it on New Year's Eve,
What?
and
New Frank EP?
yeah, bro. I was gonna drop it on New Year's Eve, but I decided to push it back a little bit because I didn't want to rush one of the songs.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
I
So
feel that.
it's 6 new songs.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. The EP is gonna be called Red Alert.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good, man. That song that I was talking about with Dougie is gonna be on it. I think I might put that one with G Pie on there too.
Okay.
And if I do, then it'll be 7 songs. But if I don't, then it's 6.
Well, that'll be good though. Like I don't think a lot of people really understand. Like a lot of people will see that an artist, well, maybe even one of their favorite artists, mainstream artists, whatever, will drop an EP, and for people that don't like really listen to hip hop on a daily basis,
Yeah.
because you see it obviously more prevalent in hip hop, right?
Oh yeah.
So what I find with that is that a lot of people will get their artists will drop an EP, and a lot of people will shortchange it just because it's only a few songs. It's not like a full length album. It's not a bunch of songs, but like what people, what I want, especially for any viewers and listeners that I have, what I want them to know is that these short projects are 100% worth it and can sometimes end up being better than most albums.
Well, dude, I put out Being Frank last January.
Mm-hmm.
And then in June, I put out One in a Million. And One in a Million was an EP, and Being Frank was an album. And the Being Frank album, I worked on that for 2 years. And I'm not taking anything away from that. That was a great album. Like, it was my first album. It was a great first project. I feel like that album, even still, is a little bit underrated, honestly.
It is. It really is.
But that's besides the point. But after that, I put out the One in a Million EP, and there's 7 songs on that, and that honestly was written all between January and June when I put it out, written and recorded and everything, and put out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was better than the album was. But I feel like finally putting out that album and tying up those loose ends in a way, so to speak, freed
Mm-hmm.
me up to be able to make some of the best music in my life.
And that's the thing about it too. And like even for any struggling artists out there who are stuck on trying to release something. I mean, like I'm totally one of those people.
You are.
We'll get to that
EP
later.
That you need to fucking drop. That we're going.
Yeah,
right to
man. Yeah. So with that, actually, you know what? Let's just tackle that now while we're at it. So with the EP, it was supposed to be released in 2021.
Yeah.
And here we are, June. Yeah.
June, yeah.
It's January.
It better not be June.
January
It was my son's fucking birthday already.
Bro, if it's June and there's snow, I'm moving.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no,
But-
back to the EP.
Yeah, so see, the thing about the EP is that if I'm being honest, I'm not 100% happy with everything about it. And now I know they always say, you're always going to be your own worst critic.
You are. And you absolutely are, because I know you.
Yeah.
So
That is a big
you
thing.
got to give it up and just put it out. People have been waiting for music from you for fucking forever. And the songs you
I
have
know.
are great. And so what if you don't like the way something sounds randomly in here or in there? That's how you grow as an artist, my friend. And
Big time. And I feel like I just got to get this monkey off my back, you know?
you do. You
Just
got
get it
If you
put
don't
out.
drop it, I've got them. You sent me all the songs for that for that review that I did already, and the review's been playing on the radio station. It hasn't been for the past couple weeks because I went dead air on the radio station because I'm planning to come back in a couple weeks with all these podcasts and a bunch of other content and shit like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can definitely see the leaks coming now.
Yeah, well, you got to drop it. Just drop
it's just
it.
got to drop.
Literally, just when we're done this podcast, just literally go to fucking DistroKid and make a few clicks and type in a few things and set a date.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I'll have to release it just before February.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter when you do it. Literally, just fucking go on, upload it all, fucking set it to upload fucking the first day you can, like a week from now.
Yeah, that's true. Just get it out there. Put it in the rear view mirror.
Yeah, well,
and then criticize it. See what I can do
you've
better.
You've already criticized it to death. Don't fucking criticize it no more. Stop flogging a dead horse, man. For fuck's sakes. That's all you're doing at this point, my brother.
It is just beating a dead horse with a stick.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. Everybody you know wants more music from you. So why are you gonna just keep depriving everybody of more music? Put it out, and then you'll get that monkey off your back, and I guarantee you'll feel more motivation to do more. And
and you know what? Sorry. No, you go.
and in the long run, sorry, I was only going to finish it off with this. And in the long run, you'll definitely feel happy about the fact that you released it.
Oh, no doubt. And it's just, for me, it's just hard coming back to it every time because, like, you know, as we just stated, I am my own worst, and just drop it. Yeah, fair enough.
Like, why you keep coming back to it? That's why I get sick of my music. That's why when I've got songs out that people fucking love, I don't play them very often, man. Even though those are the ones people are paying to come see fucking me play.
Yeah,
I do. That's why I fucking always throw in at least 2 or 3 of them because I got like 4 or 5 that people definitely pay to come see me play. You know what I mean? Normally.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to throw at least 2 or 3 in there every time.
Yeah,
because if I don't, people are gonna get fucking mad.
Yeah,
it's like, and the one that I don't play the most often is Dreams, and like, people actually love that song, but I just don't like playing it live because like I like to try to have more of an upbeat set when I play stuff live.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as you would, right? I mean, you want the crowd to be into it, energized, stuff like that, and you know, I mean, we're still working on like.
But the matter of the fact is, everybody knows Dreams and they know the fucking lyrics.
Yeah. It's a top 3 Frank song for sure.
It's like 1 in a million. I've noticed a lot of people know the lyrics to that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been used for a lot of things too. Like it's been used in some wrestling videos and shit like that too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, like, because see, like with this EP, the thing is that I have Bread and Butter on there, and that's like my only like real like, you know, jam. Like people can just like chill out chill out, hang out with, but like also it's like an upbeat thing. Like I got people messaging me all the time telling me that they have it in like their workout playlist and stuff like that. That's true. Automatic's up there, and I keep forgetting about that song.
Bro,
it was literally the first song I had written for the EP.
Half of that EP is literally workout music.
See, I got a feeling I listen to much different workout music than most people.
Yeah, well, you obviously don't listen to anything to get you pumped up. You just listen to something flat.
It seems to be that way. It seems to be that way.
Or do you just listen to a bunch of T Swift?
Bro, don't even. Taylor Swift? Top 4 in the game right now. Fuck you talking about? No. Okay.
You already said it in this recording.
I couldn't give a shit about T Swift.
Lies. Everybody send Dante T Swift posters for Christmas and for his birthday.
I swear to God, if people actually did that, I would put it up. I'd put it up in my room. I'd be like, you know what? Screw it. This is a thing now. I literally know maybe 2 of her songs. Maybe. I can recognize like 5 of her songs, but like I know like 2 of them.
Yeah,
I'm not ashamed to say that.
I'm definitely going to send it.
I'm expecting it now. July 25th. Remember that?
I already knew when your birthday was.
I know. I'm saying it for the people so they can send me T Swift posters of an artist I barely listen to.
Fair enough. Let's get his room plastered in T Swift posters, ceiling and all.
man, that's it.
If
That's it. If someone's feeling generous, send me 1989 album. I think I know one song that's on it. I just know that's one of her bigger albums.
bro, I'm literally gonna find some like Chinese reproduction site that does dirt cheap posters, replica ones of like show tour posters and stuff. And I'm gonna get every Taylor Swift tour poster replicated for cheap and sent to your house. And I'm gonna stagger them so they show up every 3 days for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's evil. That's the devil's work right there, buddy. That's what Joyner Lucas was talking about.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I do have a red beard. And it means I have no soul.
Whew, that's a lot. That's a lot. Having no soul
Yeah.
in an industry that you need it so you can sell it.
No.
Am I right? Am I right?
Maybe I already did, and that's why I don't have one.
Maybe that's why you're going to send me Taylor Swift posters.
Yeah, well, you know. You already know what it is and what I'm like.
Oh, I'm fully expecting them now.
Oh, at least a couple
Fully
is going to
expecting them
happen. I don't know if I'll fully follow through with the Chinese replication site and of
That's
every
fine if you don't.
of every show poster, but there's going to be at least a couple that are going to show up in your mail.
Damn it.
I'm going to get them. Oh,
man.
no, I'm going to get them sent here first, and then I'm going to send them to you, but I'm going to address them from the Taylor Swift fan club.
Oh my god.
So if Emma sees them, she has a lot of questions to ask you.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever heard me ever even mention Taylor Swift before. She'd be
Probably
like, okay.
fucking not. I think the only time
She's
I've
going to
ever...
be like, you a closet Swiftie or something? Like, I'm going to be like, no. And
So,
don't use that language around me again.
She's going to be like, so this is where all your money goes.
Yeah, clearly.
All you have to do is just tell her to listen to this podcast.
Well, this is going to be a tough one then.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got to say. It's going to be a tough one.
You're either going to have to convince her to listen to the podcast to know that this was me, or you're going to have to
Suffer?
Yeah, you said it right. I mean, he said it, not me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, but for real, thanks for having me on the show, man. Like, appreciate you, like,
anytime.
getting me on here to talk, I
Well,
always love to be involved with this kind of thing. And even though I hadn't really done a podcast before, as I said, before we started, this is something great. Like, I feel like I'm on the Breakfast Club now.
On the Breakfast Club. Yeah, man. Well, like, we're doing this. This is a podcast. It's The Blend. We're doing this for the radio as well. All these podcasts are going to be on UHRS1. Yeah. So, like, it'll be good, man. I'm using them all as content there. So, and they're also all going to be on Spotify very soon as well. I'm going to wait until I got I'm going to start doing seasons like I was showing you about those videos I'm going to start doing as well.
Okay, yes, that's great.
Yeah, so I'm going to start doing seasons. I'm going to do them 10 episodes, same thing as those videos. And I'm going to do them, so when I got 10 podcasts done that I think are good and it's a good first season, I'll put those up and use those, and whatever the extra ones are that I have recorded, they'll go in to the next season or just be used to sprinkle throughout other seasons. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So, like, yeah, that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to stick to the format of having 2 or 3 phone interview ones a season, maybe 4, depending upon who it is and what's on the go and what it's for and stuff like that. And the rest of them be in person. I've already had a couple people roll through here. Shout out Nafty. I had Nafty here the other day. Shout out,
Nazi.
yeah, shout out Double A. Double A has been here for one as well.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out Dougie A. Dougie A's been here for one, and
The Dougster.
yeah, and shout out Jay Gracewood. He's been here for one as well. And
Hey.
he was here for for the first one. I didn't have two mics when he was here. We only had one mic, but the audio still sounds good, but it's a bit different than the rest of them. But that's all right. It was the first one we did, so I'm still going to use it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I also did one with T Rich, but I'm gonna have to redo it because we also did a foam one like what we're doing here right now, and we didn't fully test the audio. And next time when we do it, I think we're redoing it on Thursday. And what I'm gonna get him to do, because he has the same mic I have now, right? So I'm just gonna audio call him the same way on Facebook, and we're gonna test it and see how his internet connection holds up and see how it sounds. Because the last one we did, it was the first phone one I'd done, and I had the mic set way too hot for him. So I was low, and like it sounded all right, but then all of a sudden he'd be like fucking yelling, blaring through the speakers.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, and it sucks because it was a good one, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll just keep it and I'll cut it up and use it for random inserts and put it in fucking other vlogs and stuff I'm doing, because I am gonna start doing the vlogs again. I still got those ones from when we went to Corner Brook. I'm gonna redo that with all the footage and stuff. I'm gonna remake those. I got another 3 vlogs anyways. I'm gonna restart those, and when I get another 2 shot besides that, then I'm gonna set them to upload every week. So it'll be 5 weeks, and it'll give me more time to get the rest of them done. And I'm gonna start shooting like in studio whenever I do the podcast here with artists.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna set up. Shout out LJ Brazy and his girlfriend Taylor. They bought me a
The fam.
what? Oh, the
I said
fam.
the
Yeah.
fam.
Yeah, they bought me a ring light, but in the middle of the ring light, it's got like a spot that can hold your phone, and it like can be controlled by a little fucking remote too. It's pretty cool. But I'm gonna start.
Oh,
I'm gonna set
okay.
that up with the iPhone, because my iPhone shoots in 4K at 60 frames a second. So when it's set up with the light going and stationary, I should be able to get a little bit of footage, and I'm gonna start using that for vlogs and stuff like that. Whenever I got people over for podcasts to help promote the podcast and the radio station and stuff.
Okay. That's sick. And you'll
Yeah.
get clean shots too, especially having that ring light.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. And I got a couple other lights here and everything too, so I can set it up good, man. It'll look real nice. And I got the posters and everything on the walls, and I got the hats set up, and yeah, it looks all right here. And with the 2 mics set up the way I got it set up, it looks pretty good too. So I'm gonna have a GoPro soon, actually too. Shout out LJ Brazy again. He's coming in. He's coming in this weekend, and he's actually selling me his GoPro with all of his stuff.
That's wicked.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of attachments and everything, and I'm gonna order another one, a knockoff one, but it shoots in the same frame rate and quality and everything. And I'm gonna set them both up in here and use them both for double angle podcast footage and audio. So this first season is just gonna be all audio, and then the second season is when I'm gonna start incorporating the video.
Okay. That's wicked.
Yeah. So like, and what I might do too, I'm gonna definitely do it, where there wasn't video for everybody who's on the first season, I'm gonna redo it and have video. I'm gonna have ones with video for them.
Okay.
And so like, what I'm gonna do when I do these ones, these phone ones, I'm gonna do video, and I'm gonna set up my phone on that same thing like I was talking about, and just video me. And then I'll set up a picture of the artist over there, and I'll put like a wavelength of them talking underneath, and and like their name, and then I'll just upload them like that to YouTube or Spotify as well.
That's gonna be great. That's a really awesome setup you got going there, man.
Yeah, I'm really trying to just help make a bigger platform with this kind of stuff here, because there isn't anything for it, especially for hip hop artists, man. And there's a lot of dope artists here, and there's a lot of dope people in general. Like, I'm not just gonna do hip hop with these podcasts and stuff, but that's the main goal, is hip hop stuff, and to help build a bigger platform for that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Big time, man. Big time.
So yeah. With that being said, Do you have any new music that you've been working on besides that EP that you're gonna upload after this podcast?
I'm definitely uploading that after this podcast. Like I can't just say it and then not do it. So,
Oh yeah, it's happening because it's said now, and I kind of might have backed you into a corner with that, but it is what it is.
that's all right. We all got to fight out of it sometimes, right?
Yeah, well, that's a corner you need to be put in.
Yeah, big time. But yeah, but thank you for the push.
Oh, always, brother. That's what am I here for? That's what me and you should know by now. Me and you have that kind of relationship.
Exactly, man. And it's just the kind of repertoire we've had, since the beginning.
Yeah.
And something, we've been able to keep straightforward 100%, right? So, but yeah, so sorry to cut you off.
No. I want you to say.
So with new music as of right now, I do have a couple new songs that I'm working on. One song is complete. It just needs to be recorded once. I'm gonna need a better mic, that's for sure, than the one that I'm currently using.
Well, don't worry about that, because I'm pretty sure, like I was saying to you earlier, well, I already have that extra interface now that I got this podcast interface, the Rodecaster, man. This thing is absolutely beautiful. But now that I have this, I'm not using my old one anymore. And Dougie just got a new mic, and I was gonna buy that third one, that mic off him, and use it as a third one here, so I could have a setup for 3 people. But what I'll do is I'll get it and I'll just send it out to you, bro, because you need to be able to start recording music. And if you need people to mix your music, just send it to me. I'll do it for you.
Of course, brother. Of course.
Like, because I don't want to see you out there. You're too far away from everybody. Like,
I know. I'm on the West Coast of Newfoundland, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're out on the West Coast, and I'm in St. John's. So you're in Corner Brook. Anybody who's listening to this who doesn't know us, really, I'm in St. John's, Newfoundland, and he's in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, which is what, like an 8-hour drive?
8.5 hour, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a bit of a lead foot, you can probably do it in around 7. 6.5, 7.
Like, if you're really over 70, it takes 9 hours.
yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, if you're over 70, if you're over 55, my son, in this province, that drive will take you about 8.5, 9 hours minimum, and that's if you're fucking cruising.
Yep, that is very true.
It's a long drive, but but to put it in perspective, where you're from and I'm from is Lewisport, which is about in the middle. It's about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually a bit closer to you than it is to me. But it's around about the fucking same goddamn thing. Like, you might as well just say it's halfway. And that's where Rocka G and T Rich and Frostbite and, well, LJ Brazy's and Gander, but that's the same fucking thing. Yeah, but all the boys are out there, and that's where you were able to go and record at Rocka's and stuff before, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry. I had myself accidentally muted.
Yeah, it's all good. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
But yeah, like I didn't have the available space to have a full, at least a decent space for recording. So, God bless Rocka G for, being there to help me out, get those recordings, help with mixes, stuff like that. So,
well, absolutely.
Shout out Rocka G for that, for sure.
Shout out Rocka G anyways, man. I've been trying to get Rocka to do one of these too, but it's hard to get that fella on the goddamn phone, my son. King, get up and let
That's what happens, man. That's what happens.
What?
I said, that's what happens, man.
Oh, yeah, it is what it is. I know I'll get one done with him. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to tell T Rich, because like I said, I'm supposed to do one with T Rich Thursday. I might just get him to bring Rock up to his house, and we do either back-to-back, one with Rock, one with T Rich, and one with Rocka, or do one with both of them, and then just do one with T Rich, or do 2 with both of them or something, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Just to have some content laid down, because God knows when I'll be able to get a in-person one done with both of those guys, you know what I mean? Especially now with the winter here in Newfoundland and snow starting to come down.
Yeah, big time.
Fucking snow.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't even tell me about it. Oh man,
I love it here, but honestly, bro,
I hate it here.
Yeah,
I love it here, but I hate it here.
Yeah,
like
you took the words right out of my mouth, and my sinuses this year have been fucking blasted out of my face. Like, I need to go somewhere that's not wet and cold.
Yeah,
bro. Like, you want to move somewhere south with me,
bro? I mean, I already listened to T Swift, so I guess Roman would have dude. I guess like I'm just halfway there.
Bro, I forgot about that. You're the one who re-brought that up. Like, I struck a nail when I fucking said that. I threw shit at the wall and something stuck.
And something stuck. Everyone's just gonna know me as the T Swift dude now. And as I said, I barely even. I don't listen to her. Well, I don't have a single like song on my playlist.
Would you rather be known as the T Swift fan club president? Or as the miracle whipping, dick twizzling Dante Miracle?
Honestly, if I can be the Barack Obama of the T Swift Club, that might not be such a bad title.
All right, I'm gonna make you the Al Gore just for saying that.
Oh man, that's good.
Listen, I'll gladly take the Barack Obama for myself and make you the Al Gore.
Damn. An honor, in a way. I'm sure there's silver linings to everything. There's got to be. And if not, then I don't want any part of it.
So, you been watching much basketball lately?
No. I haven't been watching a lot of basketball lately. I've been more on a hockey kick.
Yeah.
Especially with the World Juniors that just ended, right? You know?
Fair enough, man. I was going to say, I haven't really been watching much basketball lately either. Just highlights and shit like that. And I seen Ja Morant practicing floaters before the game so he could get used to doing it like actually in motion.
Yeah.
While he's being defended. Like, that's smart, man.
That's good, man. You got to practice the basics, right?
Well, like you're practicing. Well, he's practicing in motion defended shots. So, like when he goes into the game, is just
he's just ready for it.
Yeah,
just like what's his name? Not Rudy Gobert. Oh man, played for the Timberwolves for years. I forget who's with now. I think he's with Cleveland now. The Spanish dude, not Rudy. I can't remember his name now.
You talking about Rubio?
Oh yeah, Ricky Rubio. Yeah, I was getting Rudy and Rubio all mixed up.
Oh, bro.
God, I could have said Rudy Gay then, and it still would have made sense in my head.
It would have made way more sense, anyways. Because literally, when you said Rudy first, I thought Rudy Gay. That was literally the first thing I thought of.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh, great basketball player. Great basketball player.
He is. I just don't think he was ever given the proper platform. Like, even when he was in Toronto. Like, I really don't think...
We underutilized him when he was here, man.
He was meant to be the franchise player. And, I mean, then, you know... but, I mean, like, DeMar DeRozan was there. And, I mean, we just
but look what we did to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Masai traded him in a hot second without even fucking telling him.
Yeah, just completely went behind
just for a ship, but whatever. I'm with it.
Yeah, it's what it is, man.
Listen, it is what it is.
I'm just not so happy with the Raps being in 11th right now. But
I don't even.
I just don't even understand, man. Like,
I do.
How do you go from 5th seed to like 11th in 1 year? I mean, like, what's not meshing?
You know what it is?
It's because there's a higher competition in the East.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it is right now. It's a sophomore hangover for a new team. They over-exceeded last year, and it made everybody think that this was going to be the team going forward, and this is the status quo. But in reality, there's still a lot of building to happen there.
Yes.
And you're seeing it with Barnes not having as good of a year as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against him. He's a great player. He's been shouted out by KD and a few other greats of the league, saying that he is the real deal. You know what I mean? So this dude's real.
Of course. I mean, you can't deny LeBron's greatness, his legacy. I mean, yeah, like you can talk about the different eras. You could talk about his other competition and people whose say, that he's not the GOAT,
Man,
which he's not.
I don't even think he is. My favorite is Bill Russell.
I mean, 13 championships between coach and player. He was just a bona fide winner.
Yeah, straight up. In my opinion,
he was dumb city across the board.
It's fuck MJ even. It's fucking. I don't know why all these people are debating LeBron, MJ, Kobe. Like, bro, it's fucking Bill Russell, hands down. Everybody needs to sit down and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And people like to the thing is people like to make the argument about, Jordan and Bill Russell, they were playing against plumbers.
Bro,
yeah, I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They were still the best players at that time.
Yeah, and I guarantee you they'd still crush in this day and age.
Oh my God, if you put Bill Russell with his athletic ability,
bro, my opinion,
game,
you know what
my God.
You honestly, you want to know what my top 5 is? My top 5 is Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, LeBron James.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No Kareem? No Magic?
Kareem and Magic are 6th and 7th.
Okay. Fair enough.
they're in my top 10.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
I'm looking for.
Wait, what about Shaq?
Yo, bro, Shaq's not even in my top 10.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That's a bold statement, but I respect that.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I like Shaq. I fuck with Shaq, but as a basketball player, he just ain't it. Not to be able to be in the top 10 like that, not in my opinion.
Well, I mean, you got people who
bro, I would put Garnett over fucking Shaq.
Duncan over Shaq, first of all.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I would put Garnett over Shaq.
I mean, Garnett was just, he was ready. He was ready for anything. I mean, you can,
and everybody
just take, championships aside.
Well, bro,
when you look at,
keep going. Sorry. No, you continue.
So, championships aside, if you look at individual play, yes, obviously. I mean, Shaq's 7'4", so you expect him to make those plays. You expect him to bully people in the paint. You expect that from him. But Kevin Garnett, even though he might be almost as tall as Shaq, he was much less weight than Shaq was.
Yeah,
and he still dominated the paint, and he was still, he was playing mind games with everybody.
Yeah, and you want to know what my argument is with Shaq?
What's that?
Shaq wouldn't have won those championships if it wasn't for fucking Kobe and fucking Jackson.
See, the thing is, and you know what? I agree with you. Shaq and Kobe both needed each other, but I think
Shaq needed Kobe a lot more.
Shaq needed Kobe did. Because Kobe went back to back 09 and 10.
Exactly, dog.
Without Shaq, with a much smaller team at that too.
Yeah, come on, man.
I think that's the proving ground right there.
Yeah.
Shaq and Penny Hardaway. I mean, when they had their thing in Orlando, I mean, they couldn't work that out, right? I mean,
and if they could have worked that out, they would have won championships.
Oh man.
But that, in my opinion, is Shaq being young and immature, because you see that a lot throughout Shaq's career too, him being immature.
Yeah, and I mean, he even admits to it himself, right? I mean,
he's a petty fuck. You still see it when he's fucking arguing with Charles Barkley all the time. You know what I mean? Straight up. Even though that is the most entertaining show in sports right now, I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Even though I hate to say it, man, because I hate watching the NBA. I do. I hate watching the NBA.
I don't know. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. I like watching the NBA in person. But when it comes to watching it on fucking TV, honestly, I'd rather watch golf.
Yeah.
Anything that takes fucking 20 minutes to play at the last minute and a half of a game.
And that's just with the new age rules too. And just in the last 2 decades.
Yeah,
the last decade
15,
even, right?
The past 10, 15 years has gotten so ridiculous.
Right, and
maybe that's just me being a fucking old head too, right? Because I'm older than you. I just turned 33.
Yeah, you only got 8 years.
It was still there's that 8 years is a whole generational gap in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's that's the difference right now with everything.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it is, man. Shout out to fucking Zion. Zion's been killing it lately.
Oh my God, I've seen an update on his performance as of late, and he's insane. But also, on a side note, OG Anunoby on the rest is leading all three defensive categories.
Yeah, I know. I seen
in
that
averages right now.
I seen that.
Like he's like, and they still have people placed over him for DPOY.
Yeah, that's because
I think that's the Canadian bias.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say,
he plays on Toronto.
Yeah,
right?
it's the Canadian bias, right? They don't want to give Toronto any extra shine. They don't want anything extra like that to happen. They don't even want Toronto to have a fucking team. But we won a championship within the past bit, so they can't get rid of us. They won't be able to get rid of us as a team for the next 20 years. Before they be able to get rid of us, there'll be another championship won here probably, and there'll probably be another Canadian team.
Of course. And like, now don't get me wrong, like I know there are cities in the States with almost the same population as Canada entirely. Yeah. And no, not all of Canada watches basketball.
But like, bro, Vancouver needs another team again. I don't give a fuck.
Yep, 100%.
And like,
I would love to see Vancouver have a basketball team again.
What would you call them though? Because you can't call them the Grizzlies anymore. So what would you call them?
You couldn't you?
No, you wouldn't be able to call them the Grizzlies because Memphis.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking about the difference in the new and old jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even really know. Like, but because see, like for me, like I think it would be almost as now. Obviously, yes. BC, much larger population than Quebec. But I'll tell you, basketball, besides Ontario, Quebec and BC are two of the other provinces that are huge on basketball. And if Quebec could get a team, that would really spice things up.
Would be good, and it would probably help Quebec get an NHL team eventually, is if they put a bid to try to get an NBA team in that same arena and show that it's viable to have something there, then they would probably reapproach the NHL one.
Exactly, right? I mean, like you put a NBA team in Montreal, you're going to sell the Bell Center every night.
But bro, I'm just worried about the fact that there is a lot of good French basketball players though, man. And like, yeah, I feel like it could work because you would be able to have that rivalry too between fucking Quebec and Toronto, right?
Well, exactly, right? It's another Canadians versus Leafs matchup, but NBA style, right?
I was just gonna say you could attract potentially some of the people that like hockey or might not necessarily like hockey so much, just the rivalry between Montreal and Toronto. You might be able to draw some of those fans over just because they want another Quebec-Toronto rivalry thing.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's funny because, like, my uncle always says it, switching over to hockey, but he always says it. Ontario needs...
Dante?
Oh, yeah, no worries.
You keep going for a second, and I'll let you know when I'm back. I got to go grab another beer.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah, you keep talking, my friend. Talk about the NHL, because I've got some stuff to say about the fucking Leafs and everything, too, soon.
Yeah, sounds good. So, like, as my uncle always says, Ontario needs another hockey team. When it comes to the Leafs, I mean, every game is sold out. The ticket prices are extremely high. And it's just because, like, they're so deep in history in hockey now. You can't take them out. Like, no matter what happens to the Leafs, whether they continue losing in the first round or, whether they skyrocket or whether they plummet, the Leafs fans will always be there. I will always be a Leafs fan, diehard fan. Shout out to my grandfather for making me that way. And, but yeah, like if Ontario had another team, like even if we had a team in Ottawa, because that would bring more people into the Canadian Tire Center. I think that's what it's called there. If you had a team in Ottawa or a team in Montreal, or not Montreal, sorry, just a team in Hamilton. I don't know where I was going with that. Then, I mean, like, then you still have an Ontario rivalry. You add to that Ontario rivalry, right? So then you would have like Ottawa. Well, I said Ottawa, but I forgot we were talking about hockey for a second. We're just so back and forth with it. So you have Ottawa, and you say you have Hamilton, and you have Toronto. So now you have, you have 3 different places in Ontario. And anybody that's sick and tired of being an Ottawa fan, and anybody who's sick and tired of being a Leafs fan that just can't get the games, or they want another team to support locally,
fuck
you go
Hamilton.
to Hamilton.
The armpit of Canada. Who the fuck wants to have a team in the armpit of fucking Canada?
The armpit of Canada. Ooh, that's a stretch.
No, it's not. Hamilton.
I call Brampton the armpit.
No, bro. If you call Brampton the armpit, go to fucking Hamilton and spend some time there. And then tell me that shit.
Fair enough. I've visited Hamilton a few times. It doesn't seem too bad. Like, it just seems like it's
spend a couple days there and tell me that your breathing isn't fucked and that you haven't seen a bunch of junkie fucks.
I mean,
I can't say. Well, yeah, I can't say very much. I haven't been there in a long time, but from what I remember, that's like when you told me you flew into Hamilton when you went to Toronto, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that. I was like, why the fuck is this dude going to Hamilton? I was like, bro, just fly into fucking Pearson.
Yeah, right. But get those cheap flights from Swoop. They don't fly into Pearson. That's only something I learned recently. Like, I thought it was just like, it's just whatever.
No, they just don't fly into Toronto.
To fly into Hamilton. Yeah. But yeah, they just straight up don't fly to Toronto.
Yeah.
So.
It's because it is cheaper to go to Hamilton, but that's why. And they probably don't want to pay the fee because I'm sure there's some kind of fee to be like to have a hangar. Well, they have a hangar at Pearson Airport, and it's probably not cheap because Pearson's a huge ass international airport. Yes,
and like the thing about it was Swoop. I mean, from what I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I heard from some people who work there's one guy I met in Deer Lake, and he works as security at the airport in Deer Lake. And he told me in Dirt Lake, and he told me, he said that what was it? Yeah, Swoop. When they started up, they bought a lot of the older Air Canada planes, like retired planes.
Oh yeah,
got them fixed up, took off all the stuff, took off all the branding, and rebranded it as Swoop.
Yeah,
and they just went with it like that, and that's why the flights and everything are so cheap, right?
Yeah,
because
and that's why they don't have
second class.
Well, yeah, and
the second class like flying.
And that's
service,
why they
right?
don't have as much baggage and stuff too, because you don't get as much luggage. Like, you can't take as much stuff with you when you fly on those. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what it is the fact of, like, when they stripped down the planes and they re-upgraded them, they probably had to take up some of the extra space. A, and B, they were always smaller planes anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, big time. But yeah, back to Hamilton.
Fuck Hamilton. I only say that because of the CFL. I used to watch a lot of the Argos and Ticats.
Oh, games. I hate the Ticats.
Yeah, well, bro, back in my day, it was Danny McManus that used to be the quarterback there. You know what I mean?
That's right. So was that during the Pinball Clemens days?
Yeah, bro, we used to get smoked half the time.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, but then we always used to win when it counted, because we did beat them in the Grey Cup a couple times and shit like that.
Yep.
Pinball Clemens, what a fucking beauty. That dude should have been a running back in the NFL.
He was so good, man. So good.
So fucking good.
And it's so weird that I remember that.
Bro,
but I was only a kid. Like, I was really, really young.
Yeah, well,
and before so I didn't watch a lot of football. Yeah. I grew up watching hockey,
bro.
And some basketball, right?
Bro, you don't understand, bro, how close Toronto came to being the Toronto Bills.
Really?
Yeah, bro. They played a bunch of tester games in Toronto and shit before the Bills started becoming a good team again.
That's right. Yes, because they were playing at the Skydome, which is at the Rogers Center.
Yeah.
Fuck that. They were playing at the Skydome.
Fuck Rogers.
It is the Skydome. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I get it. They want the rebrand, the new. No, fuck that. Skydome.
Yeah.
Always been the Skydome. Always will be.
Yeah.
When we went to
and they didn't play them at the Skydome, did they? I thought they played them at the Exhibition Stadium.
They played some games at Exhibition.
I could be wrong,
But
anyways. I'm just shooting at my ass, but like I know that when I was a kid, even like just before, because me and my stepdad was always a Miami Dolphins fan when I was growing up, and that's why I became a Miami Dolphins fan, and that's why I'm so happy that they're in the fucking playoffs this year.
oh man, who's
Bro,
seen that coming?
I did. If Tua didn't get hurt and fucking Bridgewater didn't get hurt, their backup quarterback, if they didn't have
Yeah.
their quarterbacks hurt so much this year, they would have been in an even better position. They got fucking Tyreek Hill catching balls and running fucking like a goddamn madman.
Oh man, it I see. I don't feel qualified because I haven't watched any NFL this year.
Bro, and you
Sorry,
know
I watched probably like 2 games, but
and
like,
you know what's funny though? This year, speaking of Tyreek Hill, it's relates to that. Patrick Mahomes is the oldest quarterback in the playoffs this year, and he's only 27.
wow.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
You know what? That goes to show.
That just shows you that it's finally the generational fucking turn has
I was
happened.
just about to say that. Yep,
The
because it's
passing of the
happening
fucking
across
torch.
all the sports.
Well, yeah,
Yes, man.
Green Bay didn't make it, so there's Aaron Rodgers gone.
Did he fully retire?
No, he's not
I seen
retired.
something on him the other day.
He's not retired, but he's taken a little bit to decide what he's going to do.
Yeah, fair enough. Full of Tom
And
Brady.
I was just going to say, and you had Tampa didn't make the playoffs either.
Yeah.
So that's 2 veteran quarterbacks down and out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Are the Saints in this year?
no. Dude, the Saints are fucking actually dog shit right now.
Damn.
They're really hoping that Sean Payton comes back to coach, and he hopefully goes there to coach.
Yeah.
He's
But you
talking
know
about
what?
coming back, but I don't think he's going to go there to coach. I think if he comes back, he might end up sliding into fucking Miami or going. I could see him going to not Oakland, Las Vegas.
Yeah. But you know what? One team that has been pretty consistent for the last like 5 to 7 years, the 49ers. I mean, look
Bro,
at what they're doing
everybody
this year.
always shits on the 49ers and always says they're not going to do good, this and that and this and that. I've loved the 49ers, man. Shout out fucking Garoppolo. What a fucking stud of a quarterback, man.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bro, they always try to fuck that dude, and that dude always gets put into position to prove to them why they should just pay him, and they should have paid him years ago.
Yep, exactly.
Like,
and like the only thing that stood between the 49ers and a chip in the past 5 years, what was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, was a prime Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even in his prime, but he was just playing out of his mind that season.
Well, if you would, and if San Fran now would have actually properly invested the time in Garoppolo, he probably would be a Super Bowl quality quarterback. Because right now I feel like he's not a Super Bowl champion quality caliber quarterback, but he's very close to it. I'd say he's like a conference final type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah,
is he needs a bit more development, and it's not even fully that. He needs a team that trusts in him more.
Yeah.
Like that dude, imagine if that dude went to, let's say, I'd say Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's been doing pretty good with what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. Trubisky, I think.
Me either.
But if they, I hate to say it because I like Carr, but Las Vegas needs to get rid of Carr. He's obviously not working out there. The dude's a good, or maybe not get rid of him, but he needs to be a second string, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr is a great quarterback. I like him. If he goes to one of these lesser teams, maybe like Indianapolis or Houston or something like that, maybe he'll be able to get a bit of a resurgence if he gets a fucking proper D-line in front, O-line in front of him. But Vegas has a decent one, and he's still not being able to produce, and he's got Devontae Adams there as his fucking target on wide receiver, and it's just not clicking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clicking.
No, and that's the thing, right? I mean, like, I get it. Like, you have multiple receivers in the game and stuff like that, but you need to make sure that your starting quarterback and your starting receiver. They gotta have good chemistry, man. They gotta have almost a bromance going on. You need that. You need that chemistry.
But that's the thing
for that to translate to the field.
But that's the thing
because they feel
with
comfortable
those two.
with each other, right?
They do feel comfortable. Carr's the only reason that Adams went there.
Yeah,
they've played together before. I'm pretty sure at like some kind of lesser level. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that because I know Carr's played for a few teams. But I'm not 100% sure. But I know that they're friends. I saw something about that the other day, actually.
Yeah.
It was saying about Adams saying that he's not planning on leaving Vegas anytime soon, regardless if Carr is the quarterback there or not.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know.
I just find everything's a toss-up these days.
Bro, all sports right now, everything is a fucking toss-up. Like, who predicted Argentina winning the fucking World Cup this year? But at the same time, I feel like that's a big old fucking fix.
I mean...
No, bro.
It's gotta be.
There were so many...
Because, like...
There's been... If you look at it, Argentina and Messi specifically got so many fucking penalty kicks, bro. And I understand that that's probably just the way that the game is going now, and it is definitely going that way. Like it's getting more like basketball where there's no contact at all. Like soccer was bad for it before, but it's getting really bad for it.
Yeah.
I wish like it was back in the Rooney days where like I seen a clip the other day of Rooney fucking slide tackling in after a free kick. He got in and kicked it and was like no ball at all, but it wasn't even a fucking foul.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much soccer you watch,
and
but like I've watched a lot, man, back from the day up till now, and I see it and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
See, I never really watched it. I played a lot of it on like my PlayStation 1. And then like, and then my Xbox 360, I had like FIFA Street and another FIFA game, and then playing like FIFA.
Those games,
they're so good. Them. So good. So good.
Yeah.
And like, it's just like everything now. Cause like everybody's so, pent up on, player safety and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, like, the scary thing that happened in the NFL with Damar Hamlin, but like someone said, it's a reminder of what you put yourself through if you decide to play professional sports.
Yeah,
if you
100%.
want to go play for it, you have to expect that injuries will come, and they could come, and they could take you by storm. So you have to be careful. But like the over officiating,
the rigorous stuff that it'll do to the body. You know what I mean?
Exactly, right?
I know what you were just about to say, the over officiating, and I agree.
The over officiating of sports is getting out of hand because there's too many people complaining now. Like, I get it. Like, they've done the science studies and stuff like that. Because
the owners of teams are paying, I guarantee you, the owners of teams are paying off the league to pass these silly fucking rules so they can protect their investments more, which I understand from their point of view. 100% I do, because they're investing more and more money into these players. Like, especially in MLB, these contracts are getting fucking ridiculous. Like 10 years, 11 years for a 32-year-old guy for $300 million. Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Oh, it's insane, dude. Who was it? I gotta search him up real quick.
You talking about Carrera?
No, the Japanese player that just.
You talking about the one who plays for LA?
Yes. What's his name?
Oh, dude, I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Shohei Ohtani.
Dude, the Jays should have tried to fucking sign that dude.
He's getting paid a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, he's worth it, bro. That dude pitches, and he's a great pitcher, and he puts up home runs.
Yeah, he's insane.
Dude, you got to remember, he plays in the National League. He's used to playing in Japan. He puts up fucking home runs, and he's out there lights out being one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher on the team.
Yeah. I mean, he's only 28. I mean, that's insane.
He's going to be playing baseball at a high fucking level for the next 12 years. So if he gets,
easy.
He's the only one, in my opinion, that's really worth a long-term, 12-year high dollar value contract right now.
Yeah.
Only because he has cross position availability.
Mm-hmm.
Like he fills a great pitching need, and he fills a great batting need. And if you use him in the AL instead of the NL, because in the NL pitchers bat and everything, if you use them in the AL, I'm pretty sure you can use pitchers as your designated hitter, even though it's still a pitcher. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you still can. So like even when he's not pitching, or maybe games he's pitching, he can't be the designated hitter, but for other games he can be the designated hitter.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, like when you're getting that pickup in pitching and hitting from
invaluable.
One guy,
it's invaluable, dude.
It is. It really is,
up,
right?
You say shut up and take my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you ever are debating giving him what he wants, you fucking give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude that's a franchise talent, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like 100%.
Oh, big time. Big time. I mean, if I was the Angels, I mean, I'm sure they're like it now, but if I was the Angels, I'd have bubble wrap security guards around him 24/7 so he never gets hurt.
But dude, he's a Japanese player. These Japanese fucking players are durable as fuck. They don't really get hurt.
They don't because they learn to take care of their bodies. They learn to take care of their bodies. They come over to North America and they tear it up, and everyone wonders how are they going so long.
But it's like not just that either, because when they're
Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki is one of the best players ever, and the Mariners had a steal when they had him.
Yeah, man. Like, amazing.
You're right when it comes to taking care of their bodies, because they're a lot better at that than fucking we are over here. But it's because they also don't eat as much bullshit as we do. They actually sleep. They're fucking high on meditation and all this other stuff too. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying these guys are by any means, because I don't know, but you know what I mean?
No, but it's just core values.
It's a different way of life.
It's a difference in culture, right?
But it's also, too, when they're playing in their leagues are actually more strenuous than ours are.
Oh, yeah.
So they're used to more, too, right? So, like, they come over here and they look at it like it's a fucking joke.
Yep.
Well, and
they
because
just dominate and collect money.
Well, and baseball in Japan... Well, Japan is probably, besides like what, Cuba and the Dominican Republic and the U.S., they're probably like the top 4 countries in the world for baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, but like, I don't know. Dante, look it up on your computer there. I know you're in front of the computer. You look it up. Look it up and see what the top countries for baseball are in the world. I guarantee you Japan, U.S., and Dominican are like the top 3. And Cuba is a very close in there. It's got to be in the top 5.
Right now, well, what's this? Men's baseball. Okay, so this is the world baseball This is the world rankings.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what.
But these are for the teams, not for like people coming.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I mean?
Let's just see what the teams are rated.
But like the top 10, right? Yeah. We have Japan at the top.
Yeah, of course.
Chinese Taipei.
Ooh,
second.
Okay.
South Korea's third.
Okay,
then we
that
have
makes
Mexico
sense, though.
fourth.
What?
Mexico
That's
was
very
a surprise
surprising.
to me.
That's surprising.
Yeah, because the States is fifth, and then Venezuela is sixth. That makes
Venezuela does make sense. They do have a good baseball regiment. I've seen that about them.
It says here that they actually went up 4 ranks this year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Which is pretty cool. Netherlands is at 8th, which...
Is Canada in the top 10?
Canada's 12th.
Fuck off.
We're 12th, and then Panama is 13th. But see, the thing is that these are all based on the rankings. Oh, sorry, these are the top 20 rankings as of December 2021. My apologies, not last year.
Okay.
What was that, sorry?
Who rounds out the top 10? Because you only said the top 8 there.
Yes, so Cuba is 9th and Australia is 10th.
Yeah, okay.
But
so like it's funny, the 5 countries I said are in the top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, you pretty well nailed it.
They're not all in the top 5, but they're in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah. Puerto Rico's down at 16th.
Well, I'm actually very surprised about that.
It's just weird because it's just weird because it's the actual teams. But I mean, when you look at actual talent,
But no, that is what it's based off, though, because the actual teams are our national teams, and it's our talent that's coming up in the systems right now.
Mm-hmm. You want to hear something that's kind of crazy about that too? Canada is second in softball, though.
Yeah, well,
Argentina is first in softball.
I'm not surprised.
But we don't play a lot of fast pitch here.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just going to say. I'm not surprised.
We don't play a lot of baseball. We play more softball.
Yeah, we play slow pitch, softball.
Yeah,
softball, slow pitch.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but even though softball is fucking fast, you see these fucking women whipping these balls, man. Have you ever watched women's fucking softball?
Man. Women's fast pitch softball is scary. Like, scary good.
Scary, bro. Scary.
Like, am I going to get up to the plate when one of them throws?
Bro,
no.
Did you watch that new Jackass movie where Aaron fucking, I think it's Aaron, the dude gets Francis Ngannou to punch him in the cup, and then he gets Subban to fucking slap shot him in the cup, and he gets...
what?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah, bro, and... he gets some fast softball pitch. Fast pitch softball misses to pitch a fucking thing at his cup too.
Holy,
bro! Like, seriously, go look up a video of it right now. Look up Francis Ngannou punching Jackass dude in cup, and I guarantee you it'll pop up. And like, dude, he lifts him off the ground. Like, Ngannou, what a savage. And like, he does all this shit, and then like, look.
Oh yeah, here we go. The cup test.
Yeah. Is it the whole video?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you got to see this, bro. Like, okay, you play through this, and we'll get your reaction in live time.
Holy, good old Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, dude, this is ridiculous. I'm telling you, it is nuts.
See, so we got the softball test, the regular cup test. Here we go.
Yeah, dude.
It's the cup test here. Dude is like quivering.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh my God, dude. He don't even know what to do. He don't even know what to do, bro.
Oh, he hasn't even hit him yet, has he?
He did, yeah.
Oh, he hit him. Was that the punch to the nuts?
They just asked Francis Ngannou. Then they were like, "Did you hear a crack?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, softball is next.
Yeah. Just wait till you see the Subban one too. Subban is what a showman Subban is in this too. Like, this softball one though is gnarly. He moves kind of and fucks it up, so he has to take a second one. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see here now. Hockey test. Here we go.
Yeah, Subban's chirping the fuck out of him.
They got gear all over him, but he's still bare ass in goalie gear.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't want kids. There's no way. How are you gonna?
Bro, he's never gonna have kids. I don't give a fuck. After that Ngannou fucking uppercut to the nuts, he ain't ever having kids, bro.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't care who you are.
Oh my God.
Did he ding the slap shot yet?
Jesus. Yeah, he just got the slap shot to the face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
oh
I forgot to
my
ring
God.
his bell on purpose.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, he got him right in the nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Dude, he beans him. He fucking beaned him bad.
Dude, PK got crazy accuracy.
Dude,
it's
again,
just when you're in the NHL, man, right?
Bro, that's the first thing I said, too. I was like, what fucking accuracy this dude has.
They never, they sleep on so many players in professional sports, but, like, you ever watch those videos where it's, like, professional athletes versus, like, regulars?
Oh, yeah, pros versus Joes.
Yeah, well, there's that as well.
There used to be the TV show of that, bro, when I was younger.
Man, wasn't that on Spike TV?
Spike TV back in the day, first when Spike TV became a thing. You know,
they need to bring that back.
You know Goldberg was on that?
Pros versus Joes?
Yeah, Goldberg was on it, because Goldberg was in the NFL on the practice squad for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then he got hurt. And when he got traded to the Atlanta Falcons, I'm pretty sure, and then his career was over.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he wasn't like a great NFL player or anything, but he I think he was on the practice squad. He might have actually been a regular squad team member, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious
Oh,
though, man. That Subban slap shot is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Anybody listening right now, if you haven't seen that, go look it up on YouTube. That will actually
oh my god,
it'll fucking ruin your day almost, honestly.
I winced watching it. That's tough, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
That man's livelihood right there, and you're watching it die whenever he hit.
Bro, did you, randomly off topic, I mean it's still sports related, but do you see this stuff that they're saying about Matt Murray now doing illegal net minding or whatever?
Oh, with the net?
Yeah.
Like knocking the net off?
Yeah.
That was something they discussed at the beginning of the season, but I haven't seen anything about it since.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, they're back on it again because there's more people knocking that. There's a lot more goalies knocking the net off now, and they're trying to say that it's on purpose. But I mean, like,
they're back on it now because the Leafs are doing so fucking good, and they're trying to knock Matt Murray off his fucking game. Is what it is.
That's all it is. That's all it is. They don't want
Toronto to be so fucking high up, especially when Matthews isn't even doing that great this year.
I know. I mean, right now he only got 20 goals.
He's not even named to the All-Star team, bro.
Oh wow.
He's not even named to the All-Star team. Now, mind you, they haven't named any defenders or the secondary forwards yet, but Marner was named as a first one.
Wow. Was Nylander?
No.
Okay.
No, Marner's the only one. There's a few of them that I saw that I kind of felt like were half snubby.
I mean, see, the thing is that the All-Star game has turned into an all-inclusive game, and it should never went that way. It should never went that way.
Listen, I got pissed off when they started doing it by all these divisions. It's a conference fucking game, man.
Don't even get me started on that.
And if you're not going to do conference, you're doing North America against the world. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I would love to see North America against the world right now. I think that would be amazingly competitive.
Oh, 100%.
You got Canada 100%. And the U.S. against Sweden, Finland, and fucking like Latvia and all these other places.
And you know what? As much
and the Czechs
as you got
and all these other fucking, like, you know what I mean?
Right. But see, like, the thing is for me right now is like, yes, the NHL is still dominated by North American players, but it's slowly losing its grip. It's slowly losing its grip.
It's not anymore. It hasn't been. Like, it hasn't been for the past 5 years, in my opinion.
I mean, like, besides like Connor McDavid, Matthews, and then you have Marner and
actually, if anything, in the past 5 years, it's made a bit of a comeback towards North America, because for the 10 years before that, you had Zetterberg, Datsuk, all these type of guys. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's right. You had the Sedin twins. You had Alfredson.
Yeah.
If we're going really far back now, like, well, not really far back, but like early 2000s.
If you're going back 15 years, all these players are in it.
Yeah, Kiprusoff.
Yeah,
Alfredson.
Like, come on, man.
Matt Sundin.
Even Solani's still fucking playing up until like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And then you got obviously the grade 8 Ovechkin.
Yeah, bro. Ovechkin's gonna break Gretzky's record.
I still don't think that's going to happen. I don't mean to shortchange Ovechkin or anything, but like
you need to sit down right now.
Listen, he's a very tough player. He's going to play for another 3 or 4 years if it means he's going to break it.
He's only got to get 80 fucking goals or 80 something. Like, come on, man. This dude's still putting up like 30 goals a year.
Yeah, that's true. Give him another 3 years.
Get the fuck out of here. I guarantee you. I guarantee you this time 2 years from now, he's going to break the record.
You know what? Maybe that's why Washington is also not doing so hot. Because now it's just everyone's just focused on Ovechkin getting the goals. It's not even that, though,
but he's expressed interest that he doesn't want to be on a rebuilding team.
Oh, my God. if Matthews leaves the Leafs, we got to snag up Ovechkin.
Not even if he leaves, bro. I'm saying you get what you can for fucking either Marner or Nylander, because you're not going to be able to keep them both long term.
They like Swedes in. They like European players in the Washington
they do
world, right?
They do.
I would get rid of Nylander. He represents not that like
I love Nylander, but I feel like this is a kind of a flash in the pan. He's like his father. He's streaky. He's gonna have a couple good years, and then he's gonna have a bad year or two, and then he's gonna have a couple great years again.
Yeah,
and that's nothing against him. He's a great fucking player. But I feel like while his value is high right now, you trade him and get what you can for him.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's what the old GM of the Leafs was saying.
If you could,
he was saying that, right?
Yeah, and if you could do that right now, like Washington wouldn't even be a bad deal. You trade him for Ovi, and you get a couple picks from Washington still because Nylander is worth more.
Yeah,
and I feel like that could be a deal that works.
Oh yeah, big time.
I feel like both teams would actually still maybe do that.
I don't doubt it.
But I feel like, if anything, Toronto's probably going to make a gun for Kane before they make a gun for Ovechkin.
See, here's the crazy thing is that if they play their cards right, get rid of Nylander, do something else, get some other guys going.
Dante's talking about fucking going now, too.
What?
I
Why?
seen something about that the other day. Because the Leafs
might not be.
Well, because the Leafs might not want to repay him what he's fucking worth.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. You got to think about it.
Bunting is our new Nazem Kadri, bro.
Yeah, but
not Nazem Kadri. Sorry, Hyman.
Well, look at what we did to fucking Hyman. Let him go to Edmonton, and now he's over there making great money, being a very good hockey player and producing.
Yeah.
They pick our pockets for all our great players. The only thing that didn't work out for them that they stole from us was Campbell, and I knew that was going to happen because Campbell isn't worth that money. He doesn't have the mental strength to be able to be that number one goaltender.
Unfortunately, he doesn't.
He can be a great backup goaltender in the league if he would accept his role as a backup goaltender.
Yes.
But until he's ready to accept that and accept backup goaltender money, which he's forced to accept after this contract expires now.
Yeah.
Unless Edmonton wins a cup next year or this year, and it's because he has a great outstanding run, he's not warranted $5 million a year anymore.
No.
He wasn't anyways in Toronto. It made Dubas look like a genius, and if he doesn't get fired for any reason, that is literally the saving grace. That and the goalie gamble between Murray and Samsonov.
Mm-hmm.
But now, what do, right? Both goalies on short term. They're making less money than they're going to want on their next contract.
And I mean, Toronto's already over the cap.
Samsonov is already on a fucking 1-year prove yourself contract.
Yes. Don't we have Murray for only 1 year as well?
Maybe. Look it up. I think Murray might be 2 years. But I could be wrong. Maybe Samsonov's 2 years. For some reason, I thought one of them was 2 years, but I could be wrong.
Samsonov is 1 year. I remember that.
Yeah.
Let's see, Matt Murray.
But I don't give a fuck. You re-signed Samsonov this year.
Oh, yeah.
After the way that dude has played, you re-sign him.
Let's see. Well, actually, Matt Murray is still getting paid by Ottawa. We're not even paying for him right now.
Yeah, we're paying a portion of it.
Let's see. Season.
I think we're paying like 30% of it or some shit. Because isn't Matt Murray like getting retained a bit from the team before he was when he was on Ottawa too?
I'm not, retained salary by Ottawa is $1.5 million.
Yeah, so we're only paying like what, $750K for him.
I don't even know if we're paying that, honestly.
I think we are. I think he's making 2.25. I could be wrong, but I think he's making around that.
Yeah, none of this is helping me out here now. So, but yeah, so I mean, like. Honestly, the goalie gamble was working out. Matt Murray needed a team to prove himself.
I still think Dubas hasn't proved himself. And I think unless Toronto makes it to the Cup Finals this year, you still fire him.
Oh, Dubas?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just tried to go in and
got lucky. He gambled and he got fucking lucky.
Yeah, he is a gambling man for
Unless
sure.
Toronto makes it into at least the conference finals this year, I would be very upset if they don't fire him.
If we don't enter a rebuild,
they don't need
to fire him.
They don't need to fire him because he's on his last year of his contract. We just don't need to extend him.
If Toronto, if they don't rebuild in the next 3 to 5 years, I'll be very surprised.
They're not gonna.
You don't think?
No. They're gonna lock down Marner and Matthews, and they're gonna chase it with this team until the fucking brakes fall off.
Yeah, pull a good old Crosby and Malcolm.
No, they are. I don't see a lot of people, and I was on this side too, talking about Matthews leaving and this and that, but I just don't see him leaving. He's making good money in Toronto. He's gonna have to go to another team and fucking prove himself. This dude doesn't want to have to go do that. He's a soft player.
Yeah, he is. He's not a dig in deep kind of guy.
No, so right? he's gonna stay where the guaranteed good money is.
Yeah,
and you know what's
exactly.
Funny? You know what I think is gonna happen too.
What's that?
If Columbus doesn't end up picking up a little bit more, they're gonna end up being in contention for first pick. And imagine having Gaudreau and Bedard. And Line when Line is fucking healthy, and if he actually gets his head out of his ass and fucking starts playing hockey again.
Yep.
Holy fuck, bro.
That'd be something else.
But I think Bedard's going to Anaheim.
Really?
Yeah. Anaheim is dog shit. They're fucking... Out of all the teams that are close and half fighting for it, they're the only one who's really, like, hot garbage. They're a dumpster fire, man. They've got Zegras and shit like that. Imagine fucking Zegras and Bedard playing.
And Bedard, yeah, no.
With Gibson in net?
Yeah.
And they got Klingon or whatever his name is, too, and on D?
See, and that's another thing, too. Gibson has been such a pivotal player.
Stud.
For the Ducks since he's been on the team.
Stud.
Right? It's just he got a shitty team built around him.
Yeah, but...
they got no way to figure it out.
You put Bedard on that team and they get one more good defender, that team is literally semis or conference final bound.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up to say, but it's true.
That's very true.
And Seattle making the boss-ass move, not recalling right and putting them back down. That's a great, great move. That kid is going to have the fire next year or the year after, and he's going to come up and make a huge impact.
I mean, he's a big dude.
He's fucking backhand, that fucking right man.
What, that bar down? Or not bar down, but like up over. Oh my God,
that
dude.
Backhand, that wasn't just skill. That was intelligence too.
Oh, yeah.
That was an NHL goal.
That was confidence. That was an NHL goal.
That was a top line NHL goal.
Yeah, like to come in like that, and like I mean, the pass from was it Bedard who passed to him with a skate?
No, it wouldn't Bedard.
Who was it? I was thinking it was Zellweger, but it's not him either. Oh no, it was Waugh.
Yeah,
number 9.
I'm pretty sure it was Waugh.
Yeah, he passed it off. He dangles into the zone, gets past 2 defenders. Comes in, backhand, up over the goalie, short side. Like, are you kidding me?
Bro. And
I literally
confidence with it, too. He didn't even second guess.
No, and that's the thing. You can't, like, and that's the thing that,
but that's why I'm saying everybody's shitting on Shane Wright right now because, bust this, bust that. No, not every first overall pick is NHL ready.
No.
And that's the thing that people don't realize anymore, man. There's no longevity to it. You know what I mean? Like people want instant gratification with it all, and it's like, bro, they're not ready yet.
Like the kid's 19. He just turned 19
I was
when they
going to say,
won the
he
gold
turned
medal.
19 that night when he scored that fucking goal.
Right? You gotta, like, it's...
Hey, and to me too, as an NHL scout looking on right now, I'd rather have Wright than Bedard, because Bedard fucking crumbled under the pressure in that game.
He did play well, but he
played well, but he was invisible.
Exactly. The story of Connor Bedard in the World Junior is something that somebody had said online, and I think it was very true with him. He's either really great. He did humble himself.
By saying what he did in that interview.
Yeah, it's not about me.
As soon as I was watching that live, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, this dude is a stud, and he should be a captain on a team eventually. That's why I'm saying he's going to Atlanta, and him and Zegras and Gibson are gonna do something.
Atlanta?
Not Atlanta, Anaheim. Sorry, fuck.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, bro.
Yeah. I wish Atlanta still had a fucking team, bro. Remember Danny Heatley and Ilya Kovalchuk playing for the fucking Thrashers?
Kovalchuk, man, he was insane.
Dude, that dude is
playing for the Thrashers.
No, okay, listen. That dude right there is the best foreign hockey player to never actually fully reach his potential in the NHL.
Oh, easy.
That dude got comfortable because a few teams threw money at him.
Yeah, and then he ends up on Montreal.
Didn't stay up in it. He didn't. What? No, he was in New Jersey.
Yeah. He went to Montreal afterwards because he came back. I think because he
fuck off. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah, Ilya Kovalchuk played for Montreal for one season.
Look that up. I don't believe that.
Ilya Kovalchuk. Let's see.
Look it up, and if it is, send me a screenshot because I don't believe you. I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Oh yeah, and then he finished off in Washington. Oh my god! Oh, you're gonna shit when you see this.
He went to Montreal and then went to Washington. Fuck off.
Yeah, he played 1 year out and then he played in Washington because everyone's like, "Oh, the Ovi Kovalchuk connection," but like, it's like no, like just because they're both from Russia doesn't mean they're gonna play well together. Think about all the Canadian players and American players that play there. Yeah. I find players
when you said Kovalchuk, because when you said Kovalchuk went to Montreal, I was thinking you were talking about Radulov.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because like Radulov, great player. But
oh, yeah.
It's fucking too wishy-washy, back and forth all the time, man.
Yeah.
He could never commit to either staying in Canada, in North America, or playing in the KHL.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I always found that when you have a mix, not like a huge mix, but like I find when you have a pretty decent mix of different players from different countries, I find the team finds its way a lot sooner because
oh yeah,
it's just like you get over the bullshit quick.
Yeah,
you get over the bullshit quick because it's like when you have a bunch of Canadian players, when you have people that come from similar backgrounds or that are more relatable to each other,
they gel better.
Like they do gel better. But like I also find when you have people like they're supposed to gel better, but when you got guys from different countries playing on one team, they don't give a shit. Like a lot of players will be like, okay, you know what? I don't care where you're from. I'll play you in the Olympics. I'll play you in the World Hockey Cup. I'll play you in the World Juniors, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they get to their own teams and they're like, it's not about who's from where. It's about us being a team together. And I just find that, I mean, you look at the Raptors. I mean, when we won the championship in 2019, I think there was 9 different countries represented or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 8 or something like that.
Something.
Then you look at the Blue Jays, right? When they were on a good run year before last. The past 2 years, right? I mean, there's 15 countries represented, but it's because
I don't care how many countries were represented
focus
for the Blue Jays. If you take Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of that, we ain't anywhere close to what we're doing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. Bobichet's not carrying us through nothing.
Yeah,
he's a role player. He's a big player, but he's a role player.
Who?
Bobichet. He knows how to play his role.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, crazy. As soon as the Jays were out of that playoffs this year, they shut down and were instantly remodeling at the Sky Dome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm wondering now, is this going to be another really big rebrand? Because they just, I mean,
it's not a rebrand. It's not a rebrand. They're making
not a rebrand. Sorry,
they're
stadium itself.
They're updating the stadium. So what they're doing is they're making a new fan zone, and they're making it so you can go out on top of the fucking bullpen and shit like that.
That's sick, because when we were there in September, we had seats just a little ways from the bullpen, so it was really cool, like, to see them down there. But I mean, like, to be on top of it, you know, it does take away an aspect for viewers that are actually at the game that want to see these guys. But at the same time, it's like,
I don't give a fuck.
You're going to see them in the game anyway. Well, if you're that close anyway, you're going to see them.
You've been to a fucking Jays game, yes?
Yeah, I've been to.
All right, so if you've been to a fucking MLB game, you understand that you're only fucking really seeing whatever you're sat in front of you.
Yeah.
I try to get first base seats usually.
Because you'll see most of the players.
I was just going to say, that's where you're going to see most of your action.
Even if it's a fly out, they run the base anyway.
Yeah, and you're never going to get home base seats because they're expensive as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So first base is your next best thing.
Yeah.
So they're like mid-range, and it's not too bad, and you can catch foul balls and shit.
Yep.
Like I caught a foul ball at one game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. Who were we playing? Kansas City. Yeah, we were playing Kansas City Royals, and it was when Kansas was fucking dog shit, but we were dog shit too. It was back when fucking Delgado was playing for us, bro.
Oh yeah, Carlos Delgado.
Yeah,
we were all right, but we were all right.
We were dog Delgado, shit. We had no pitching. You know what? We had no pitching, and we had no secondary hitting.
I'll tell you now, Delgado,
great player
for the Jays, was Vince Carter. What was Vince Carter was to the Raptors.
Oh, 100%. What did we have around him? What did we have that year? Fucking Raul Masi or whatever the fuck his name was.
I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah. And like, what
I wasn't even that old at the time, but like, even still, like, I watched them later on as I got older because our family's really big. Like, we're a big baseball family.
Yeah.
Or we used to be, but I mean, like, he was my favorite player growing up, but just like the way that Vince Carter was also one of my favorite basketball players growing up.
My mom actually just told me, okay, so like I'm going through a bunch of shit with my son right now. For anybody listening that doesn't know, I'm trying to get full custody of my son.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's coming home whenever all this is figured out, right? And I have a Curtis Joseph Toronto Maple Leafs jersey up there.
Nice.
And
Cujo.
And I have a Vince Carter original Toronto Raptors jersey. That's a fucking Champion jersey, bro. Back when Champion made their jerseys.
Oh, that's sick.
So this is vintage and old as fuck. So like, I want to keep it and put it up on the wall here in the studio for when podcasts are going on. Same thing with the Cujo one, and same thing with my Reggie Miller one. And fucking, I'm gonna get them all framed and put them up on the wall next to each other.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah, but then when Jason's old enough, I'm going to take them down, the ones that he can wear, like the Vince Carter one and the Cujo one, and I'm going to take them down. I'm going to let him wear them.
Yep. Power thing.
Yeah, man. I think that'll be cool, though.
That'd be really good.
And my mom randomly said that to me the other day when I was actually on FaceTime with her, and I was like, what the fuck? I forgot all about that shit.
That's like my big old collection. Well, not a big old collection, but I have a small collection of NBA jerseys at home. I got to get them brought out to where I'm at now.
Well, that's like out in
Central. I got to get them all hung up around the wall. That'd be wild.
That's like out in Central, man. I got to get Fuse or somebody or T Rich whenever somebody's fucking able to go get it. I got to get.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way to St. John's first week of February.
Are you really?
For the award show.
Oh yeah, fuck, I'm an idiot. I've actually been slack on that shit. That might not end up happening the first week of February. That could end up happening the first week after Valentine's Day now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because I haven't gone and met the person and checked out the venue and stuff. I've been emailing them. It's just shit's been so fucking up in the air with work, and I don't have a car, so it's been a bit weird.
Man, and that's completely understandable. I mean, like, everything's changing. Everyone's trying to get ahead, man. And it's just like, in this day and age, it's just tough. It's just tough.
Yeah, and it's not even just that either, right? All this stuff with my son came up randomly, right? Like, this is all new.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Like, anyone who doesn't know, like, my birthday is December 22nd. I found out the night before when I was actually having my birthday beers that he got taken. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So since then, it's just been kind of divert attention to that. And between that and, like, we just opened up the new shop at the Village Mall. And now we've been getting ready. I was just up there earlier at the Portugal Cove Road store, getting it all set up and ready. So it's been a bit.
It's been busy, man. It's been busy.
It's been crazy busy, and, like, I've just been trying to prepare for inspections here and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
So it's been a bit much, but that stuff is still going to happen. It's just what the date is might not be that date. And it might still be. It all depends upon when I go there, right? Like, they can have some other stuff booked in for that as of now because it is getting a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I forgot about that though, man. Like, with the mic and everything, fuck, you can just grab all that shit when you come in. I don't even have to send it out to you.
Hell yeah, dude. I just drop by and grab it.
Drop by and grab it, he says. You're fucking, if you're coming out here, you're staying here, you fuck. I'm not gonna make you go fucking stay at Airbnb or a hotel.
Oh, no, I know that. Oh, no, wait, I thought you meant to bring the stuff out from Central.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. I forgot about that already.
It's one of those nights, bro. It's one of those nights.
It is, man. It's just a weird night. It's weird. It's a weird time. It's January. I find January and February always fucking weird.
People readjusting to life after the Christmas rush.
Yeah,
and that's a big thing.
100%. 100%. It's weird, man. This time of year is such a weird time of year. I find leading up till Christmas is like a fucking rat race, and I don't really, like, fuck with it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it makes people a bit depressed, and this year it didn't really do it to me, and then it kind of all hit me the same time around Christmas. And then that week between Christmas and New Year's is always like limbo because it's two holidays, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, it's just like a slow grind trying to come back into it.
It's brutal. And then it's like March is like where everything picks back up again, right?
Yeah, well, St. Patty's Day and everything.
Yeah.
And then April, you got 420. And then May, you got May 24. And then June is when school ends and summer starts. And Easter's all in the middle of that, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then July, you got Canada Day. And then in Newfoundland, end of July, beginning of August is usually George Street Fest. And then September, you got Labor Day. And then October, you got Halloween. And November, you got Thanksgiving. And then you're right back to fucking Christmas again.
Can we not talk about it? I just survived this one. I don't know if I have it in me to survive another one, even survive talking about it at this point.
Bro,
we still got our trio.
Don't be talking about it. Like, listen, I spent the holidays alone the past few fucking years. Like, not last year. This year I did. The year before, luckily, I got to spend it. Shout out to LJ Brazy. I got to spend it with him and his Mrs. Taylor, and, like, it was pretty good. I can't lie.
That's good.
And that was the plan for this year too. But with my fucking dog that's over there licking himself right now, can't exactly just leave him here. So
no, exactly. Right.
It puts damper into some stuff sometimes, but it is what it is. I wouldn't trade him for the world, the little sexy bastard. It's funny, man.
Yep. For that.
It's funny.
Life's funny, man.
Life's not funny. Life's fucking weird. Life is fucked up and weird, and it's very is serendipitous in a way.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
it's fucking it's weird. It's poetic almost how stuff happens.
Oh yeah.
It's like we'd say that this is very cliche about how people are like, oh yeah, this is meant to happen, or this is like predetermined for you, or whatever. But the older I get, man, the more I'm starting to think that that's actually fucking true.
Yeah. Oh no, big time.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like how it gets like that, you know. I don't know if you feel the same way or not, but the older I get, I really start to realize and feel more that it's like that.
Oh yeah, it's just a constant. Like each day is just a constant realization of something new.
I mean, if you're not learning something new,
Yeah.
if you're not learning something new every day, what the fuck are you doing, anyways?
Honestly, good point.
That's a motto I've really tried to take on over the past like year and a half, especially like since I met you when I was living out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think that we've only known each other. What? It's 2 years now, just about. But yeah,
It'll
this is
be
2 years. It is 2 years
because I met you in June of
in June.
June of 2020.
You met me in fucking like
No,
you met me earlier than that. You met me in like March or February or something, bro.
no, because
I moved out there in December, and we played that show at the Bluefin with Rocka. And I don't know if you were there for that one or not, but I met you.
I wasn't there for that one.
But I met you within 2 or 3 months of that because you moved back home.
Yeah. So what had happened is that Frostbite asked me to do a set with them at the Corner Pocket, and that was the night I met you guys. Like the whole gang. Like I've met Rocka before, and obviously I graduated and grew up with Frostbite.
Yeah, and you came. That's right. And you came to fucking Grand
I came
Falls.
to Grand Falls the next night.
Yeah, that was in May. Yeah, that's right. That was May.
That was May. That's right. Yeah,
actually,
because it was July.
No, it was April.
No, June. It was June.
No, it was April.
It was June because me and my girlfriend had broken up at the time.
No,
and we had just broken up in June.
But I know it was April.
That night.
No, but I know it was April or May because the actual tour we did was started in June, and the pre-tour is when you played those shows, and that was in May or April.
It had to be May.
So you could be thinking about the second set of shows and confusing it like the first time, because I think you still had a girlfriend when I met you the first time.
I think so.
And talking about her like she ain't your girlfriend now.
Well, she's my girlfriend now. Yeah, we just got back together. Well, not just got back together. Jesus. I did her a whole year now.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We're about fucking what? 2 hours into this podcast, she ain't gonna listen to this far. If she ever listened, she would never listen this far.
Listen, bro. She comes home every day from work to me. She don't want to hear me talk no more.
Facts, dog. I don't even know why I be putting this shit up and fucking wanting to put this out. Ain't nobody want to listen to me talk. All I do is talk whenever I get around anybody.
Fair enough.
My dog is probably like, bro, do you ever shut the fuck up?
Yeah. That's just my mom. My mom says that all the time. Like, shut up. Why are you still talking?
She's one to talk. Sorry, I'm kidding. Because your mom might actually listen to this.
She might actually, she might actually listen to this.
See, she's one that will actually listen to
it. Yeah, right?
I'm sorry. Your son is amazing.
Oh,
so are you. Both
You're
your
amazing
sons
too,
are amazing.
Brother. We're gonna be at the top level, man. And people are always gonna wonder how, and we're just gonna tell them you weren't paying attention when we were out there.
Bro,
that's all. You just weren't paying attention.
I've been constantly thinking about this, especially the past little bit. It's like, I bet you a lot of people think I'm not really even doing much anymore because I'm not dropping music like I was and videos and shit like that. But I'm ready to unleash something huge for all of us.
Hell yeah, man.
For everybody, man.
I'm all here for it.
All progressive, but not even just people progressive. It's for the Newfoundland scene because it deserves to have it.
Yep. it's just we're just on our way, man. And once we start, really pushing. I mean, not that we're not pushing now, but especially once I get my shit up and stuff like that too, right?
It's not well. If sure we might be pushing, but we're not pushing enough. Because if we were pushing enough, it'd already be happening more.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's consistency, right? Like, got to be 100% consistent all the time, the same way with it. It can't be like up and down, and that's where I'm getting to with it right now. Like, I'm consistent, yes, but I'm not as consistent as I need to be. But that'll come.
Yeah, it will. And I mean, like as we were just talking about, right? I mean, life just in the past little while has been. I'm going to use this word. I'm going to use it as confidently as I can. Egregious. Life has been egregious lately.
Life's been fucking fucked.
Yeah.
I especially. I understand that completely because like I was in here and then we had Snowmageddon, and then right after Snowmageddon we had fucking COVID.
Yes. So, I mean, we can do about that, right? And then next year we're hit with COVID.
And here we are, 2.5 years
And here
later.
we are now. Yep.
Actually, it's 3 years later now. Because like 3 years ago was when COVID fucking started. That's fucked up. Yeah,
it was. March is when everything shut down.
Yeah, and the first cases were starting to get
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, the first cases were starting to get reported in like January and shit like that.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
It's fucking insane. What I can't believe is the fact that you weren't there, but we, like Progressive, some of our artists were able to tour even during that here in Newfoundland because Newfoundland didn't have such crazy restrictions as everywhere else.
Yep.
There was a lot of times where, especially because we're an island, we didn't have as many cases, so we were able to have bars open up to 50% capacity.
Yes, that's right.
And we were having sold out shows.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. It was definitely something. That wasn't 3 years ago. That wasn't 3 years ago. COVID wasn't 2019. It was 2020, wasn't it?
No, COVID-19. Well, they found the virus in 2019. That's why it's called COVID-19.
Yeah, and it's coming into 2023 now. So yeah, it is 3 years.
Wild, man. Absolutely wild. I can't believe March, St. Patty's Day. That's going to be the 3-year anniversary when everything got shut down, and it doesn't even feel like 3 years went by, bro.
No, not at all, man. It doesn't feel like that at all.
Like it's insane.
It's crazy, dude. It really. Yeah, you think about it, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll wrap this up. We've been talking for a while now.
Man, I've been enjoying this though, and I'm definitely going to be back for more if you'll have me.
Oh, 100%, dude. I definitely enjoyed having you on. I would assume that people that are going to listen are going to enjoy it as well. We've definitely had a good back and forth conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, after all this, I'm going to get you to stay on the phone for a second, but we'll end this up here now real quick.
Yeah.
This has been The Blend. You're listening on UHRS1 or on any streaming platform coming very soon. My name is Frank. I've had Dante Miracle here with me tonight. I've had the absolute pleasure of being able to talk with him for the past couple hours. And yeah, so tell them where they can find your music and where they can find you on social media and all that stuff and what you got coming up.
So to find me on social media, just you can search up Dante Miracle, Dante Miracle, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm just trying to think. I think that's Snapchat too. If you want to add me up, I'm working on getting a page started up now where I can preview things to people on Snapchat. It's a lot easier. It's really quick, less management. You can find my music on all streaming platforms, most streaming platforms, if not all. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music. Also, you can use Bread and Butter on TikTok and Snapchat. So yeah, if you ever want a song to just, lighten the mood on one of your snaps or put it for background for TikTok, go right ahead. Bread and Butter.
Definitely not a bad choice to do that with.
Thank you, brother.
No, not a problem, man. It's been a pleasure to have you on with us tonight and to talk a little bit about what you've had going on, and then just shoot the shit about some other stuff. My name is Frank. This has been The Blend. You're listening on UHRS1 and all streaming platforms. Hope you guys enjoyed listening tonight, and I hope you guys have a great evening. We'll see you back here again. Very soon for another episode. And go check out all of our episodes now up on Spotify and all streaming platforms. Thank you. Have a great evening.